I'm excited to announce to you all that I've partnered with the company Hygger, and they have sent me the 24/7 full spectrum LED extendable plant light. This is going to be an exciting unboxing video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get into it. Alright, so getting started with the product features for this light is a power off memory function, adjustable color and brightness, adjustable timer, high color rendering index, a high efficient power supply adapter, it's waterproof, it has aluminum housing, and it's suitable for plants in freshwater aquariums. So for this video, I'm just going to be unboxing and testing out the functionality of this light. And this is not a video to test out how well it works on plants. This is just specifically taking this out and looking at the features and see how everything works out. Also, make sure you guys stick with the video all the way to the end, because there is a special promotion that I'll let you guys know about after this is all done. All right, let's get started with the box opening. All right, here's the light. Here is the control for the light. And let's get to the other side. Here's your extendable brackets, manual, and your power supply. So that's that. So here's the remote. Looks like you have different color options between red, green, blue. You can adjust the brightness up and down. All right, and here is the light. Seems pretty solid. Hygger logo on the side, aluminum housing, and this is the power adapter. Or just a regular power adapter. I'll show you guys the controller on here. So you got your red, green, your blue, and you can adjust it up and down. You have your timer here, 24/7. Looks like there's a memory option. You can adjust things yourself, and an on and off button. So looks pretty legit. Let's plug this thing in. Go ahead and put my brackets on while I'm at it. They have little holes that you just slide on either side. All right, just like so. So that way you can sit it down and adjust it accordingly on either side, depending on the size of your fish tank, of course, you know, to order the correct one. And let's get this thing plugged in. Oh, that's bright. Yeah, that is definitely bright. So it looks like you can adjust it here. It's going down, and then here's low. So M means for mode. So you can change it from here. Here's your red. Here's your green. And your blue. All right, now that I got some of the house lights off, you guys can see a better view of how this light works. And looking into the guide on this thing is, once you turn it on, it actually has 3 different options that you can choose from for this mode. Like I was showing, like here there's a mode button on here. So the first mode is you can choose between different color modes. And the modes are choosing from, which right now is fish light mode. You have your aquatic plant mode, ocean blue, white, red, orange, green, blue, purple, and then you have a color changing loop cycle. And you just hit the M button every time you want to change to that different mode. And so I'm back to the beginning of the fish light mode. And you can also change the brightness on this option as well. So if I hold down the plus button, you should be able to see it get brighter and brighter in 5% increments. And I'm holding the button down now. But what's cool about this is when you reach the very top, see how the light blinked? that means you're at 100%. So if I go back down, you'll see it slowly go and dim back down. It'll go all the way back down to the 5% brightness. And then it will blink again when you're at the very bottom. But I can also just tap the button too to move the lights up and down. And then when you get to the top on that one, it'll blink as well. So that's cool that you can adjust the brightness in 5% increments. And with this option as well, and I'm assuming with all the other options, you have the option to use a 6-hour, 8-hour, or 12-hour timer to it. And it'll give a light indicator as well of what timer you want for it, whether it be 6, 8, or 12 hours. So for example, if you select like an 8-hour timer at 9 o'clock a.m., then this light will automatically turn off at 5 p.m. and then it'll turn on again at that same 9 o'clock hour in the morning. It does note on here that if the power does go out, you do have to reset that timer. So if that's not a big deal to you, it's not a big deal for me. So that's pretty cool for option 1. For the second mode, whenever you turn this on, there's an option, a 24/7 option, that whenever you hit it, it'll light up and you will see a light indicator on here that it's light up for 24/7. As soon as you hit that button, in this mode, the light gradually simulates the natural sunrise and sunset for the fish. It starts with dim orange, kind of like what you see here at the light at dawn, and it transitions to bright full spectrum light during the day and ends with blue light at night. And once this is set, the light will auto turn on and off at the same time every day. In this mode, the light color and intensity are fixed and cannot be changed. So in order to activate this 24/7 lighting mode, you set the desired time and leave it. The light will then operate on its own. So for example, if you start this thing at 7 in the morning, then it's always going to turn on at that 7 in the morning time. And then it'll constantly cycle, and it's like a set it and a forget it sort of thing. So if you start it at 7, the light will start at 7 a.m. with 10% intensity of orange lighting and gradually increase to 50% intensity in an hour. The sunlight stage is from 8 in the morning till 5 p.m. and will have the full spectrum lighting. So from 8 to 11, the intensity will increase from 5% to 100% with full spectrum lighting. The 11 to 2 p.m., the intensity will remain at 100%. And then from 2 to 5 p.m., the intensity will decrease from 100% to 5%. And the sunset stage is from 5 to 6 o'clock p.m., where the light will transition to an orange light with 50% intensity and gradually decrease to 10% within an hour. And then the moonlight stage is from 6 to 10 p.m., and the light will provide blue light with 30% intensity, and then it'll eventually turn off at 10 p.m., and then it'll turn off after that. So then you won't even see the light from 10 p.m. and then all the way to the next day to 7 in the morning. So that's pretty cool that it has a 24/7 option. So the last and final option that you can choose from is DIY mode. So once you turn this on, there is a DIY button. You just press that, and the first option you get is this white light. And what you can do with this is you can long press individual lights, whether it be red, green, or blue, and you can adjust it. Now I'm a little bit more dim, so if I wanted to bring this up, then I can bring this all the way up like I explained earlier, and it'll flash whenever it's at its 100% intensity, just like it is now. So if I wanted to turn, like let's say for example, the red down, it should flash when all the red's gone. Yep, there we go. So then all I have in this light is green and blue. So then if I want to turn the green down, I'm holding the button now, and you can also tap it, going by 5% increments, and you can kind of slowly see it go down to blue. And then you're down to nothing but a blue light. So I'm wondering if I turn the blue light down, it's probably just going to dim the blue, I'm assuming. Yep, it's just dimming the blue down to a very minimal 5%. So now I'm at 5% for red, green, and blue. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to turn the green up. You can start seeing it go a little bit green, and I'll turn it back down. There I'm at 5%. Here's the blue, so you can see there's more blue coming in. And I'm hitting the minus button here until it gets to the bottom. And then here's the red. So this is your DIY mode. Here I am at the top, 100% red. I'm putting in more green now, so you can kind of see the green and red come in as I'm holding the button down. And I'm at the peak of it, so I'm 100% green and red and 5% blue. And then as I'm adding the blue, this is where you're going to get that gradual, full spectrum light between red, green, and blue. And there we're at the top. So this is where the 100% brightness is. Hit the minus button on the far right side of this controller here. And you can see it dim, 5% increments if I'm holding the button down, or I can just go by 5%. See how that blinked? So then here is the 5% increments that you can adjust all the way from 5% to 100%. So that's pretty cool. And the timer can be set on the DIY as well. So you can set it to 6, 8, or 12 hours. So that's pretty sweet. All right, enough messing around with the light functions. Let's go put this on an actual fish tank and let's see how it looks. So let's head that way. So here's the tank that we're going to be using. It's my 46-gallon bow front freshwater community tank. So we're going to take the old light off and we're going to put the Hygger full spectrum LED light, and we're going to test it out on all the different colors and functionalities of it. So now that option 1 is done, and the colors look pretty sweet. I mean, I'm pretty impressed adjusting the brightness and changing the different colors. So I've never had a light like this before, so that was pretty cool. As far as option 2, 24/7 sunrise and sunset, I'm not going to sit here for 24 hours and show you guys a video, but you guys kind of understood the premise behind of how the lights adjust, accordingly to the different colors and intensity and percentage of how bright the light is. So I will do the option 3 mode next for the DIY mode. My fish are so confused right now. They're like, what in the world is going on? But that was the DIY mode of adjusting the colors and going up and down the intensity and brightness of it. So as you can see, I was adjusting it from 5% to that 100%. So that was the third and final option. So this light's pretty cool. I'm actually really impressed, and I'm actually kind of excited to see the 24/7 cycle and set it up, you know, like for tomorrow morning, and set it up at that 7 a.m. and just set it and forget it and just watch it progress as the lights go on and off. So maybe I'll kind of do like a time lapse in the future for this video, just to give like a part 2 to this series, which would be kind of cool. So let's go back down to my final thoughts and review on this light. So there you have it. That's Hygger's full spectrum LED adjustable plant light. I mean, I think it's pretty sweet. I mean, it does the trick, and it has some really neat functions to it, and I think it holds up to its potential of all the different features that it has. And I personally never had a light like this before, so it's easy for me to say that I really like this light, but, and I'm not comparing it to anything, I'm just specifically going just by this one alone. And with the 1-year warranty it comes with and how it works, I think this is going to be a game changer, especially if I decide to start a planted tank too. So that would be pretty cool. So anyways, with all that being said, I will leave a URL link code in the description down below on where you can get this light, and I will also leave Hygger's social media on here, like their YouTube, their Facebook, and their official website, so you can go in the description and click below as well. And if you guys have stepped through this entire video and watched it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you giving me the time out of your day to watch this video in its entirety, and it's been a real honor to have you guys here. So with that being said, Hygger has supplied me with a promotion code for you guys that I'll leave in the description below, as well as right here. Now, if you use this code all the way up until July 6th of 2024, you'll get 50% off this light. So that's a pretty sweet deal. I would highly recommend this light. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm actually really excited to start using this permanently on the tank I just showed you, because of the 24/7 option of a set it and forget it sort of thing. And when I thought about it too, I could do a part 2 of kind of like a quick stream of the 24/7, but then what I also could do is one of these days, if I go live, I can set up my camera and set it up an all-day live stream, so whoever wants to come in, they can kind of pop in here and there and just kind of see it work as a whole. So those are 2 options that I could go with. But I think this light kind of knocked it out of the park. I want to personally thank Hygger for giving me the opportunity to promote their product, and I want to thank every one of you guys for watching, staying with me, and just hanging out with me for a little bit. So yeah, good job, Hygger. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody else for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys are the best. See ya.